Namaste. And sorry if I'm late today. It has been a bit of a strange period. Last week my cousin passed away. I was away. I'm just back. I'm getting back into the routines. So please bear with me. And today is really, really cold as well. So my body feels a bit strange. But I wanted to be with you again. I wanted to share with you some yoga. So I would like to invite you to practice some challenging poses today to spring with some energy into our life. I need a little bit of energy myself. So I thought maybe we can do a little bit of preparation for headstand today and see how that goes. So first of all, I invite you to take deep breaths into the belly as usual. From the nose and out, from the nose and out. One more. And out. So we feel a bit more centered, a bit more ready. So let's start with some little movement to mobilize and oil the joints. As I mentioned, it's very cold. It's probably snowing still. I see out of the window. So we want to keep nice and warm. And we want to keep on oiling our joints. So starting with some rotation is always helpful. Onto the shoulders. So we work with shoulders as well, because when we do handstand, we're actually not working with the head. We're working with our shoulders and our core. So warming the shoulders. And then crisscrossing the elbows and doing a little bit of eagle pose to release the scapulas at the back. Change, crisscross the other way. Keep on breathing, feeling your shoulders. And then interlocking the hands and forward bending, lifting the arms away from the body. And then inhaling up, releasing. Good. So rocking forward and back. I have a mat today, so I can be a bit more comfortable. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, releasing the spine. Warming up, cats and cows, cats and cows. Flexibility of the spine. One more cat, and slowly coming down to stretch the spine into your child, letting the spine open. Still hold up the camera is focusing. Okay, and then tucking the toes, lifting up into down dog, walking the feet. And staying down dog for a couple of breaths. Couple of breaths from the belly. Work the hands are in the ground, lifting up through the spine, out of the hips, and then from the hips down into the heels. If you need, you can go up and down a couple of times. Send the energy down into the heels. Good. Coming down again onto the knees, and sit back, stretch. So as you remember, please don't just watch, practice with me and feel the difference. Massage your wrists to get ready for one more down dog. So now we start with some core work. So take a nice step back with both feet and realign into a plank. So the plank needs to be straight, the weight onto your wrists, while you're pushing into the ground, and the shoulders are also active, and your core is active. You stay here for a while if you can. breathing strong. If you need to rest, come down with your knees and fall back. Or if you can stay here with me for a little while longer, stay. And then down with the knees. And again, stretch back, massage your wrists. We do one more plank, this time onto our forearms. So forearms parallel, a little bit lower plank, engaging our core. So we do this to make our core strong, to make our spine strong, because when we do headstand, it's a lot to do with the core, it's a lot to do with the shoulders, and very little weight needs to go onto your head. So we need to make our shoulders and core strong. Come down, stretch back one more time, massage your wrists. Okay, you can rest into child, and then unravel very slowly up to sitting. We're going to do one more. It's going to be the dolphin, where you start making this triangle for your headstand, but at the moment we're only creating this triangle by measuring our elbows and making a big fist with both hands and pressing into the ground. Now, tucking your toes, you're going to lift up as if you were doing down dog, but you're pressing the floor away with your shoulders. So you can stay here, or if you can do dolphin, basically you're going to dip forward, touch the floor, and then come back. Maybe 3 or 4 times, deep. This is going to make your shoulders really strong. It's going to make you feel what you need to feel when you do headstand. And back. And coming forward, dipping in, and then coming back. One more, and then coming down, and relax. Rest, massage your wrists. Good. Take your time here. And when you're ready, we're going to start building up our headstand. So again, I want you to measure your elbows. So you see my hands, they have to hug my arms. So not like this, but like this, because I want this square. I want this square because my shoulder needs to be under, my elbows needs to be under my shoulders. And then making this triangle, just like we did for a dolphin. So I want to do this way. And with the hands, I'm making a nice cradle where I put my head. Is this part of my head. This part here, and it's like a little nest where I cradle my head. And now with the shoulder, we push into the ground, so pushing the neck free. So we can start just by lifting up into down dog and pressing into the floor with our shoulder and elbows and walking forward, 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 as if you wanted to jump back. So as if you wanted always to roll back. So here, this is a great preparation for headstand because you are engaging your core, you're touching your limits a little bit, and then when you're ready, you can maybe lift, engage your core, and come up like this. This is great. So this is the first step. I don't want us to go straight up into headstand today. We're going to do step by step because it's not important to come straight up, but it's important to take the right steps to do the pose correctly and not to hurt your neck. So we are going to engage our core, we're going to engage our shoulders, and we're going to do the pose step by step. And you don't need to come up into headstand. You just need to feel into your core, into your shoulder, the work you're doing. So let's do it one more time together. Again, make sure that you measure your elbows and you make your little triangle. You make your little nest for your head here. And then you're going to come up and walk forward as far as it feels, as if you're falling to the other side. You can practice this with a friend if you don't want, or with the wall if you really need to. But I would want to invite you to practice alone as well, to see that you can do it by yourself. Then the next stage is this.
where you open your hips and you keep the legs together and the knees bent here. And then you can stay again. Stay there. Explore the second step. And then if you feel comfortable, you can go up all the way to your headstand. But for today, what I wanted to do is preparation. Because preparation is the most important thing. It's not important. It's not important to achieve what we're aiming for. It's important to do the right step to get there. Of course, it's important to get there and achieve it, but yoga teaches us that we have to love each step of it, and we have to own each step of it. So I hope that works and helps you today. And let's take some breaths together and calm ourselves down, because also these pose, like the headstand, they push ourselves. They give us they show us our limits, so we feel a little bit yes, flustered or on the edge, and that's very important. So let's take 3 deep breaths. One more. And be grateful for the journey. Thank you again for joining me today. Sorry if I was a bit late. I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any more help, please let me know. Send me some comments, and I hope to see you next week as well. Wednesday, we will be doing mindfulness and meditation as well. So I hope you can join us there. Thanks. Have a lovely day. Namaste.